Hello, this is Juan Mariceras, and this is the breakdown of my last short film, Echo. I'm a cinematic artist and indie filmmaker, currently working in the video game industry. From time to time, I love to jump into small and fast projects where I can learn new techniques and pipelines. I usually take community challenge as an excuse to push my storytelling creativity. In this case, the challenge was the Kit Bash 3D House of Horror challenge. There was just one non-negotiable rule: to use the chainsaw model included in the House of Horror kit. So now I will walk you through the entire process from the first idea to the final product. Echo started as a small experiment. I wanted to create a short horror film entitled using Unreal Engine 5, something simple but emotionally strong at the same time. At first, I thought about introducing the chainsaw model through sound, showing the object only at the very end. That way, I came up with the idea of focusing the whole short film around sound editing, and it seemed like a good idea for the protagonist to perceive the object first through sound. Then I came up with the idea that the protagonist would hear his own voice on the tape and recognize himself. Thought at first he wouldn't realize it, and later understand that it was him there. That way, I could give the audience a hint that the person on the tape is actually the protagonist and might be the victim of the event, which, as we see at the end of the short film, is not entirely true. Some people ask me about the meaning of the short film's ending, what I was trying to say, or what the story I want to tell. And my answer is always the same. Everyone should have their own interpretation. I didn't try to give a closed idea, but rather an open concept in which each person can understand a different ending. The main limitation was time. I only had 2 weeks, around 80 hours in total, working around after work, during nights and weekends. That meant I had to optimize everything and make some agreements with myself before starting about what to do and what not to do, because I tend to fall into last minute ideas that usually turns into traps, preventing me from finishing the project on time. So these were the limits I set for myself. 1 or 2 minimal environments taken from the Fab Store and tweaked to match the film's vibe. Just one character, no clothing or liquid simulations, and motion capture from more video, and I will explain this later. I usually start doing a first layout pass by pausing the characters and blocking the cameras to get an idea of the length of each shot and how the performance should feel. In this case, due to the importance of audio in the short film, the layout included audio because sound was one of the core narrative layers. I built an audio montage in Unreal to synchronize the noise from the tapes and all character main actions. After the layout, I recorded my voice over giving instructions for the motion capture performance. By following this method, I was able to match the volume movements during mocap performance with the beats of the film.
Stop, fader. ¿Mires del fader a la pantalla? Mano a la barbilla.
I usually use this method in other projects when I'm both the mocap actor and the director at the same time. This is what I usually call a one-man army. Once the mocap performance was finished, I processed all the video files through MetaHuman Animator for facial animations and the Meshcapade platform for body animations. Some facial performances were captured using a Rococo helmet and an iPhone 12 mini, while others were taken directly from the video recorded for the body performance, using an Insta360 PTZ 4K webcam, allowing me to reframe the shot without moving the camera. Now it's time for animation cleanup. My usual process is to bake the animation onto the control rig and then add additive layers to fine-tune the final result. This step allows me to polish subtle movements, adjust timing, and enhance body mechanics without altering the original mocap data. It's also where I add small details like head turns, breathing, or hand adjustments that help bring more life and realism to the performance. I have to say that the animation wasn't fully polished in this short film due to the tight deadline, so it felt a bit rough at times. All the visual effects in the short film come from decor packs taken from the fab store. There are no liquid animations or simulations. Everything is made with animated decors or Niagara systems. I used Adobe Premiere for the final edit. I rendered all the shots from Unreal and then assembled the final cut in Premiere. I didn't do any kind of color correction. The color comes straight from Unreal Engine. As a brief summary to conclude, Echo was a project made by one person, from concept to final render, in Unreal Engine 5. It's a small project and a complete cinematic pipeline experiment. Everything, from sound to lighting, was created in just 80 hours as a way to learn and improve my skills. Thanks for watching.